much did the fact that you both were using drugs contribute to the end of your marriage?
Probably 100%.
You said you felt like if you never got divorced, Whitney would still be alive today?
Yeah.
Have you ever hit her?
No.
He's never hit me, no. I've hit him.
10 years from now,
Yeah.
give me the perfect life for Whitney Houston.
Retired, sitting, looking at my daughter grow up.
He said, Mommy, I said, is she dead? He said, yeah, Mommy, she's dead.
A Bobby Brown video of him admitting to having had a role in the demise of his ex-wife Houston has been making its rounds on social media, with most believing he should have done better for her.
How much did the fact that you both were using drugs contribute to the end of your marriage?
Probably 100%.
It's been 11 years since Whitney Houston's tragic passing, and in the clip, Bobby Brown believes that she might still be with us had they mended their marriage. In a past documentary about his life, Bobby reflected on his relationship with Whitney and their struggles with substance abuse, which he claimed had become a norm for the two lovebirds when they were still together.
You said you felt like if you never got divorced, Whitney would still be alive today?
Yeah.
He shared that he started his journey to recovery before his late ex-wife did, which caused a rift in their marriage, and he believes that Whitney would still be alive if they hadn't gotten a divorce and instead remained in the relationship to help both of them clear up their addiction. I think we could have helped each other out. I think she'd still be here if we hadn't divorced. Despite the ups and downs the star-studded couple shared, Bobby claimed he did not want to get a divorce, and that the decision to separate was made by Whitney, her family, and her team.
How long have you been sober?
I've been sober, I want to say 7.5 years.
In an exclusive interview with People, Bobby revealed that he got clean 7 years before their split, sharing that after their divorce, he believed Houston was in recovery until he received the news of her passing. It was really rough because I was so addicted, I had to be put into medical detox. And then the Bible got me through. It was about getting healthier for my daughter, Bobbi Kristina, and for the rest of my kids. I thought she was getting herself together. I didn't think she would turn back. It was so unfortunate that just 3 years after Houston's death, Bobby and Whitney's daughter, Bobbi Kristina Brown, died after being found unresponsive in her Georgia townhouse. Bobbi Kristina was in a coma for 6 months and passed away due to pneumonia as drug-related causes. This must have messed up Bobby's brain, since at the time he was still struggling with alcohol addiction and was even admitted to a treatment facility in 2020. He had lost both his daughter and the mother of his daughter to drugs, and I can't even imagine how devastated he was. Nevertheless, he's still working to maintain his sobriety. He said, "I work hard at staying sober every day of my life, and it's going to be that way for the rest of my life. And I know that." In his 2016 memoir, Every Little Step, Bobby Brown made many shocking claims about his relationship with Whitney Houston, from drug use in front of their late daughter Bobbi Kristina to explicit details of infidelity and physical abuse. It was disturbing, Houston's mother Sissy told People exclusively after watching Brown's ABC interview. "I am deeply disappointed that this interview to promote the story of Bobby's life seemed to be more of an expose on Whitney's life."
Were you alone when you found out?
I was alone. I was a wreck.
Whitney's mother herself talked about how devastated and broken she felt when her daughter died, so she didn't necessarily like it when Houston's ex made a story about himself while exposing Whitney. However, a Brown family source maintained Brown just wanted a chance to have his say. The relative told People that Bobby made some mistakes that he paid very dearly for, but his story isn't over, and so he will spend the rest of his life making good choices and leading his family the right way. According to the memoir, both Whitney and Bobby had a tendency of being high even before their daughter. According to a family source, Bobbi Kristina often looked after the singer. In the memoir, Bobby said that for some reason Whitney's drug use got worse after Bobbi Kris was born. He claimed maybe it was because she had to stop using all those months while she was pregnant, but she resumed with a vengeance. Brown in his book, "I would try to keep Whitney locked in the room, telling her she shouldn't come in front of our daughter because of the way the drugs affected her, but I couldn't police Whitney. Nobody could police Whitney. She did what she wanted." Brown added that their daughter grew up in the middle of all the drug use, and she often saw both her mother and father high. He claimed they tried to keep it away from her, but it was hard for the parents to see their child only when they were sober, which was rare since they were always high. He wrote, "I would get really mad at Whitney, scream and yell that I wanted a divorce. This went on for years years and years. Our daughter saw it all. When I think about it now, I just feel enormous pain. We failed her. After Houston's death in 2012, a close family friend told People that Houston and Brown had this sort of Bonnie and Clyde mentality where it's them against the world, adding that the couple really loved each other and that Whitney loved Bobby because he provided stability in her life and also cared for her. Bobby himself also wrote in the book that Whitney loved him and that she was a sensual person just like him. He wrote, "When you watch footage of us together back then and you see us hanging all over each other, that was real. We probably had just finished or were about to slip away and get busy." There was a clip from Redbook in 1999 where Bobby denied ever having hit Whitney, and she had alleged that she was the one doing the hitting, but in 2003, Brown was reportedly charged with misdemeanor battery related to domestic violence. "Whitney tried to stop me from beating up the dealer, but I was not having it. I turned around to her, drew back my hand, and smacked her across the face," wrote Brown in his memoir of the incident. "The moment it happened, I was stunned and full of regret. I knew I had stepped across some line, a step I would never be able to undo. The circumstances of the blow, how much she might have done to incite me, wouldn't matter. From that moment on, I would forever be a wife beater." Another close relative of the two told People that before Houston's tragic death in 2012, the exes had finally gotten to a place where there was no drama at all, and that Bobby loved Whitney as the mother of his child and as a woman who he had spent his youth with. However, their road to a peaceful relationship certainly wasn't easy. In the book, Bobby aired out not just the good, but also the bad, claiming that Whitney cheated on him before he cheated on her. He claimed that she slept with quite a few of the producers and artists that she worked with or associated with over the years, and that he was so blown away when he found out that he decided if she was doing it, so would he. He also claimed that Whitney and her team feigned Whitney's miscarriage as a PR stunt, since he never saw any evidence of the pregnancy or the miscarriage. He wrote, "When I confronted her about it, she was insistent. Bobby, yes, I was pregnant," she said, "but I didn't believe her. To this day, I believe her pregnancy was a story that was concocted by her people to explain to the public why she would marry Bobby Brown." Despite their hardships, he also claimed that the two made each other better entertainers. Whitney taught him how to sing, and he taught her how to dance. Multiple sources have claimed that Whitney struggled with her perfect public image, which Brown also wrote about in his book, writing, "If people thought Whitney was something different, they got a clear glimpse of who my ex-wife was through that show, being Bobbi Brown," wrote Brown. "She was a horny chick. She was the woman I loved. I was the man she loved. That's what the show was about, not drugs or anything else." The public has claimed that if he really loved her, he would have stuck by her and also helped her while he was helping himself. But we would never know why exactly the ex-couple never got sober together if they were getting high together. A fan on X said, "I can't forgive this guy for messing up Whitney's life, but I know, she also was responsible. However, he survived while she and daughter didn't. Life's a bitch." Another said, "Choose who you love and who you make your partner wisely." Whitney Houston, RIP, would still be alive if she had avoided anything that had to do with Bobby Brown. So what's your take on Bobby's role in Whitney's death? Tell us in the comment section. Remember, this video is based on speculation and opinions. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exciting updates. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.